In this video, we will learn how to read the color codes on resistors so that you can identify which resistor you have. The most common resistors you will encounter contain 4 color-coded stripes. On one end of the resistor, you will see 3 stripes, and on the other end of the resistor, you will see a single stripe. This single stripe is either gold or silver. Now I want you to take your resistor and orient it so that the single stripe is on the right side, and the group of 3 stripes is on the left side, just like what you see in this image. If your resistor does not have a single gold or silver stripe, arrange your resistor so that the group of 3 stripes is on the left side. Now we are ready to read the resistor. Resistors are read from left to right. The color of the first stripe represents the first digit in the value of the resistor. The first stripe is green. We can see in the table that green is the number 5. So let's write down the number 5. The color of the second stripe represents the second digit in the value of the resistor. The second stripe is blue. We can see in the table that blue is the number 6. So let's write down the number 6. The color of the third stripe tells you how many zeros follow the 2 numbers we have just written down. The third stripe is red. We can see in the table that red is the number 2. So let's write down 2 zeros. Our resistor is 5,600 ohms. We can also write this as 5.6 K ohms. The K stands for 1,000. The stripe on the right side of the resistor indicates the accuracy of the resistor. If this stripe is gold, the value of the resistor is accurate within 5%. If this stripe is silver, it means that the value of the resistor is accurate within 10%. We can see in this resistor that this stripe is gold. This means that the resistor is accurate within 5%. So putting it all together, this resistor is 5,600 ohms and is accurate within 5%. Now let's look at another example. This resistor is the same one as a resistor in the previous example, except the stripe on the right side is now silver. This means that this resistor is 5,600 ohms and has an accuracy within 10% because the band on the right side is silver and not gold. Let's look at a few more examples. In this resistor, the first stripe is brown. Let's write down the number 1. The second stripe is green, so we're going to look at the table and then write down the number 5. The third stripe indicates the number of zeros after the first 2 numbers that we just wrote down. This third stripe, you can see, is green, so we're going to write down 5 zeros. Therefore, this resistor is 1,500,000 ohms. We can abbreviate this as 1.5 M, M being millions. And because the stripe on the right side is silver, its accuracy is within 10%. In our next resistor, the first stripe is yellow. We write down the number 4. The second stripe in this resistor is violet, so we write down the number 7. The third stripe is red, so we write down 2 zeros. This resistor is 4,700 ohms. We can abbreviate this as 4.7 K ohms. Again, the K means 1,000. And because the stripe on the right is silver, it is accurate within 10%. Now let's look at our final resistor. Sometimes you may encounter a resistor with a cluster of 4 stripes on one side and a single stripe on the other side. In this case, the first 3 stripes are the digits of the value of the resistor, and the 4th stripe is a number of zeros. So in this example, the first stripe is blue, so we write down the number 6. The second stripe is green, so we write down the number 5. The third stripe is green, so we write down the number 5. And the fourth stripe is red, so we write down 2 zeros. This resistor is 65,500 ohms, so we can abbreviate this as 65.5 K. And because a single stripe is colored gold, the resistor has an accuracy within 5%.
Automatic Addison.